Hi everyone, my name's Jacqui and I'm the director of a company called Mark My Words, Trademark Services. A lot of people don't realise that registering a business name or company name or a domain name doesn't actually give you any rights or ownership over the name. Only trademark registration can do that. By registering a business name and actually starting to use that name, you might even find that you're inadvertently infringing another person's registered trademark simply through the use of the business name you've registered. So it's always important, at the very least, to make sure that your new names aren't going to step on anybody's toes that might have already registered those names as trademarks. The first step is understanding what a trademark actually is. Now, a trademark exists whether registered or not, and it's basically any sign that you as the proprietor apply to a product or service to distinguish that from other people's. So a trademark needs to be capable of that distinction. If it's too generic or descriptive, or generally it's likely that other people would need to use the same term within their business, it's going to be difficult to register as a trademark. So the first right or benefit of registration, in my opinion, is that you are granted the right to use that particular name or whichever sign that you've chosen to use for your products and services, the right to use that exclusively and to claim ownership of that. If you've registered a trademark, no one else can take action against you and tell you that you can't use that particular trademark. You're also given the right to license the use of that trademark to other people, so that you provide the general guidelines and terms on how that should be used in terms of quality and how they may promote that in relation to your product or service, and you can also charge them a royalty or licensing fee to do that. And the third and possibly most important right there is the ability to take action against people that are found to infringe your rights. So that's something that's very difficult to do if you have not registered your trademark in the first place. It gives you the right to bring what's called trademark infringement action, and where successful, that can see an injunction being awarded to you so that the other person must immediately stop the activity. It may also award to you damages or an account of profits at your choice against that person that's been breaching your rights. So when it comes time to actually file a trademark application and register that, you do so in connection with the type of product or service that you've chosen to brand with your name. You need to put that into your trademark application, and ultimately all of those rights will be awarded to you in connection with the product or service you've chosen. So that could be that you've designed a logo or coined a name that you wish to use for a clothing label. It could be that you're providing financial advice and financial services, or you might even be a home building company. So whatever services or product that you provide will need to be nominated in that application, and more so, you'll actually need to nominate the class that they fall into. There are 45 different classes within the trademark registration system, and you nominate the one that you require, and then you list which of those products and services you need under that particular class. One of the most common mistakes I come across is that business owners limit themselves too much in their applications insofar as those classes of goods and services are concerned. As a very basic example, if you're currently producing t-shirts under a particular name or logo, don't limit yourself to only t-shirts in your application. Consider a broader claim for clothing, which will allow you to branch out under that same trademark in the future rather than limiting you to only clothing. Doing so at this stage could see you needing to file a new application and incurring further costs down the track when you do branch away from just doing t-shirts. The first step that I would suggest when it comes to the registration process is to actually conduct a trademark search or have a trademark search conducted for you to ensure that your chosen name, logo, slogan, whatever it may be, is in fact available for registration. The registration process in Australia is a lengthy one, so by having that search conducted to begin with, you could be saving valuable time and money by not having to refile if you come to find out a trademark's not available.